The City of Mount Vernon Water Utility is one of our life-sustaining systems that we count on every day. When we get up in the morning, make a pot of coffee, take a shower, just get ready for the day, we sometimes take for granted that safe water will be there for us. But it takes careful planning and ongoing maintenance to make sure that you get safe water every day.
City of Mount Vernon has over 400 linear miles of water line, along with 120 linear miles of sanitary sewer, which equates to over 600,000 feet. We also have over 2,000 valves in the system, along with 1,100 fire hydrants. The 2,000 valves, those need turned annually. There's some that are also to isolate critical users. Those get turned a little more frequently, just so we can protect hospitals, schools, stuff like that. Our distribution and collection crews have a lot that they need to do to maintain these systems on any given day.
With the water lines, we usually get water surfacing somewhere, and we get a call from somebody, and we go out and try to pinpoint where it's at. And a lot of times, if we don't have water surfacing, we can use our camera and go in a sewer or something if there's a break and find out what, if we're close to it.
We've recently upgraded our sewer camera system to further inspect as preventative maintenance so that we can visually inspect to see if there's any blockages or damage to the sewer systems and what means of action we need to repair those. The old system would only do about 170 feet when it was time to replace it, but it just got tired and kind of worn out. The new system, we can do up to just under 1,000 feet now, and so it kind of saves us time from setup and tear down, so we can just kind of keep going right on down the line.
When our crews go out and they collect all this data, they do all the manhole assessment, pipeline assessment, that information is coordinated directly back to engineering.
The data that comes in, say for a water line, what we do is if the water line doesn't exist, we'll draw it in our GIS system, and then we can attach that information, the data, right to the water line that we've just drawn in. Right here is an example of a leak that was documented, and Jamie Pay, our distribution foreman, entered this data, and that was on the old line. There was it was a 6-inch line. It was cast iron. So yeah, and it shows that he brought up some he added this data to this water line.
Well, since we've had the implementation of GIS along with our digital work order program, we've been able to stay focused, and we've made a lot of progress since October of last year. And keeping these things up to date, keeping the information coming back to engineering, we plan on making even more progress moving forward.
Since October, we've been able to improve our accountability for the city's water. At that time, we could only account for 49% of our produced water, but today we can account for 57%. As we gather more data and understand more about leaks, we'll be able to pinpoint the problems and really stop the hemorrhaging. Without having to produce as much water per day, we're able to save wear and tear on the entire city's utility infrastructure. Conservatively, that's generated about $79,000 in savings so far this year. We have a lot more work to do, but we're also getting a lot better data, and eventually we'll be able to generate more savings for the city's utility.
We know there are other issues with our water system, and we'll continue to uncover them, just as we will with our stormwater and our sanitary sewer systems. And as we do, we'll continue to make improvements to our utilities through data-driven solutions.